because this is a very interesting question, and even I was struggling with this question. How would I address it? And I went into reading some journal articles, and there was a panel study from the Journal of Marriage and Family, which says that a couple of researches have been done on different population groups to see whether the relation, what was your question?
My question
between marital status and individuals' well-being, right? So the outcome of the study was that people who were living with a spouse were recorded much better physical and psychological well-being as compared to individuals who were living by themselves. So if one of the partner in the marriage is depressed, right? So the depression doesn't actually doesn't change whether they're married or they're divorced. But in cases where they're divorced, but eventually over the time, the depression increases because of greater economical problems, perception that their lives, the standard of life or their lifestyle has deteriorated, and they don't have anybody, close enough with whom they could emotionally connect. So immediately after the divorce, nothing's there. The research or the study didn't say that there is change in the depression, but over the time, the depression increased because issues increase. Okay. Issues like around the economic, so the economic hardship increases, lifestyle decreases. If you're used to a certain lifestyle, and if it becomes like if you're living in a big house and all of a sudden you have to live in a small apartment, your lifestyle decreases, right? You don't have anybody close enough to confide in, share a life with, share the the responsibilities, and there's so many changes that happens, and which becomes a cause of the depression to get worsened. So the depression will worsen because of the hardship of the divorce that comes after the divorce. So if you were living together as a couple and there are children involved, and if the children goes in, the woman gets the custody of the children. So if she has to be a single parent of 2 or 3 kids and, every responsibility, of course, it's going to be really tough. And that might lead her depression to get worse.
Right.
Yeah, so when you're in a marriage, so the responsibility is somehow shared, right? Either the economic responsibility or child rearing, or, some kind of, there is at least something will get done. But when you're on your own, of course, you're just responsible for everything about the children. So it gets difficult.